When energy becomes awareness, reality begins to shift. Before we begin, take a moment. If you are someone who reflects on consciousness, energy, and the deeper nature of reality, I invite you to subscribe to this channel now. Not for numbers, but so these reflections can continue to find you when you need them. Now, breathe slowly. And let's begin. For a long time, humanity believed that reality was something solid, fixed, and separate from us. The universe was seen as a collection of objects moving through empty space, governed by rigid laws, completely indifferent to our presence. We believed that meaning had to be created internally because the universe itself was silent and uncaring. But as science advanced, something truly unexpected happened. The deeper we looked, the less solid reality became. Matter dissolved into energy. Certainty dissolved into probability. And what once seemed separate began to reveal itself as deeply interconnected. Quantum physics showed us that at the most fundamental level, the universe is not made of things, is made of relationships. Particles are not tiny objects with precise locations. They are waves of potential, existing in multiple states until an interaction occurs. Reality, at its core, is not passive. It responds. This discovery quietly echoes what spiritual traditions have pointed to for thousands of years. Consciousness is not separate from the universe. It is part of the very process through which reality unfolds. Different languages, different cultures, different eras, all pointing toward the same profound realization. Awareness is not standing outside reality, looking in. It is woven into it. When you observe the world, you are not simply collecting information like a camera. Observation is interaction. Your nervous system, your emotional state, and your level of awareness actively shape how reality is perceived by you. Now, this doesn't mean your thoughts magically control events. It means that your perception, coherence, and attention influence how reality organizes itself around you. Think about it this way. When your awareness is scattered, your perception fragments, life feels chaotic, overwhelming, and disconnected. This isn't because the universe is broken, it's because your internal signal is noisy. In quantum systems, noise hides information, and in human experience, mental noise hides meaning. But when your awareness settles, something subtle yet profound occurs. The body relaxes, the nervous system regulates itself. Your breathing slows down. Your attention naturally returns to the present moment. And in that presence, perception becomes clearer. Patterns start to emerge from the chaos. Timing feels less random. intuition becomes accessible again. This state is called coherence. In physics, coherence describes systems that move in harmony rather than conflict, like waves that are in sync. In spirituality, this exact same state is often called alignment. Alignment is not about forcing outcomes or trying to control reality. It's about stabilizing your awareness so that reality can be perceived accurately without the distortion of a scattered mind. The universe does not respond to urgency. It responds to clarity. It does not respond to force. It responds to coherence. This is precisely why moments of stillness feel so powerful. Silence is not empty. It is informational. When the mind stops competing with itself, awareness becomes receptive. And when awareness is receptive, reality communicates not through words, but through sensation, timing, and that subtle inner knowing. You may have noticed this in your own life, in moments of deep calm, perhaps during a quiet walk in nature, or just before you fall asleep. Answers don't arrive as complex explanations. They arrive as a simple understanding, as a quiet sense of this feels right. This isn't just your imagination. This is your perception becoming coherent. You don't need to understand everything intellectually. Understanding follows awareness, not the other way around. First comes presence, then clarity unfolds naturally from that state. When your awareness is stable, meaning reveals itself without any effort. The universe is not something you must conquer, fix, or decode. It is something you are already participating in, every single moment, through your attention, your emotional state, and your presence. You are interacting with reality at a fundamental level. If this reflection resonates with you, pause for a moment and write in the comments, "I am aware," not as a belief, not as a declaration, but as a state of being. The more your awareness stabilizes, the more meaningful reality feels, not because the world changes, but because your perception of it becomes clear. Nothing is missing, nothing is delayed, nothing is broken. There is only awareness, remembering itself. Stay focused, stay consistent, stay within. Thank you for listening.